YouTube. Today we are gonna talk about wires. Okay, so lots of guys have high-end equipment, heavy ass amplifiers, but they don't know how to supply the power. Okay, so if you have some small shops like that, it is okay. You can manage somehow. But if you have big ass subs like that is Pioneer Champion Pro 1000 watt RMS sub, you need really good power. Okay, that is power hungry sub, and you need good wiring. So let us start. So from my childhood, I am into audio stuff. You can check it out here. I have lots and lots of wires. All these are wires. Okay, so I shortlisted few of them just for demonstration purpose, so that you can have a clear idea of what you should use and what should you not. Okay, so this is let me focus it on. This is NSW audio, maybe 10 gauge power cable. This is from USA this year, but this is really not worth it. I will use it for my speaker cable, but never for the power cables. Okay, so that's all. My recommendation is don't even use this cable for your 2-channel cheap amplifier. Okay, thereafter this is same brand, NSW audio. This is 4 gauge wiring kit. They call it OFC cable, but check this out. After few years, you will find some powder kind of stuff inside these wires. I don't know what it is. These kits are specially designed for car audio. The only plus point about these wires is their flexibility. Check this out. They are extremely flexible, so that you can route them inside your car. So if you have some 2-channel or 4-channel amplifiers, they are not much power hungry, you can go with this NSW audio 4 gauge wiring kit. It is readily available in market. Very good for 4-channel and 2-channel amplifier which are not power hungry. Okay, this is another type of wire, non-branded one. You get big bundles of this wire. You will see in local market. They call it 4 gauge wiring. Check this out. These are not at all flexible. I mean, there is some flexibility, but not as impressive as NSW audio. I mean, so compared to these wires, if you have huge price difference, then only go for this one. These are cheaper ones. These don't come in kit. Okay, these come in bundles, and local car audio guys or accessory center, they make good amount of money using these wires, as these are way cheaper than the kits available. Okay, I'll recommend you to go with these kits if you find this 4 gauge NSW audio blue wire. Okay, that kit in something around 2000 rupees, and if the shopkeeper is offering you this kit in 1000, then go for this one. You will save some money at least. But at the same time, I am explaining it that again and again that you should use these type of cables only for 4 channel or 2 channel amplifiers. The monoblock amplifier should get some good power. Okay, let us start with the wiring for monoblock. So this is 8 gauge 16 square mm to be precise polycab wire, which we use in our home. 16 square mm. Sorry, it's Finolex one. It's one and the same. Both brands deal in home cables only. So these wires are extremely good. They have good quality copper inside. The only drawback is they are not flexible at all. You can see they are not flexible at all. This is the big drawback for them, and that's why most of people don't use this wire. But these are extremely value for money. These last forever. Okay, the copper quality is so good and pure. This 60 square mm cable is equivalent to 4 gauge audio cable, which we found over here. I am talking about. Okay, I use this cable for my Rainbow iPol 1000 watt RMS amplifier. Thereafter I used the same cable for few days, that was temporary one, for my DD M2B 2000 watt RMS setup. Okay, and still this cable performed so good. It is Finolex or Polycab, both are good brands. Okay, you can't go wrong with them. So for monoblock you can blindly go with these wires. Okay, they are cheap in price too. This cable handled 2000 watt RMS in my case, but I will suggest you, if you amp around 1000 watt RMS, you can use this one. Okay, because for 2000 watt RMS I recommend these monsters. This is same Finolex cable, 50 square mm 50. This is what I am using right now in my car. Pure copper, not at all flexible. Okay, you have to struggle a lot to put this wire inside your car. So if you have underseat amplifier, it's manageable. I install my amp underseat and using the same wires, and it's going good. Currently I am using this wire with my Kicker KX 800.1. It has 4 gauge inputs. I am using with reducers. Okay, so my 0 gauge wiring for my Big 3 and my amp. Okay, these are highly recommended wires for your monoblock. Amplifier. The black coating you are seeing over here, it is nothing but the heat resistant tape. The only drawback with these AC wires is Polycab or Finolex. You have very low critical radius, that is the insulation is not so good. That's why I insulated it with the heat resistant tape to be on safer side. This insulation is easy to cut if you flex it a lot. These are not flexible. Okay. Only the better option than this one is the original Shock Industries cable, which are designed for car audio, but you will hardly find it anywhere in local market. You need to import those kind of stuff. Shock Industries cable, okay, those are better than these Polycab Phenonex. If you mount your amplifier for once and you are not gonna move it again and again from here and there, then you can definitely go with the 0 gauge AC cables from Polycab or Phenonex. And if you want to change it, then go for car audio cables. Now coming to speaker cables, there is variety of cables. Okay, cheap should be around 20 gauge. Okay for speakers, never for subwoofers. Same way, cheap cable, something around 24 gauge. You can use it for speakers, not for subwoofers. This is pure copper. Heavy speaker cables should be used for subwoofers. Will go very well with your subs. Okay. Good quality copper inside. These are something around 16 gauge. This is the same one. I am using this for my speaker cables. Okay. Sorry, for my subwoofer. That was about the speaker cable. Now let us talk about the RCA. This type of RCA you will get in your wiring kit. Not gold plated ones. If you have subwoofer application, then it is okay to use any kind of RCA. I mean, pretty okay, huh? Like this one. But if you have high-end audio setup, there are RCAs worth 20,000 and 30,000. There is no limitation. Those are gold plated ones. The best possible way is to make the handmade RCAs. Buy the cable from market which is designed for RCA, which has the cotton insulation inside, so that if you mix up your power line, your remote wire and your RCA, you won't get any kind of noise from it. Okay, these are some good quality RCAs which we get for home audio stuff. These are also good. You can use this one. They are easily available, pre-manufactured, no need of soldering and all the stuff. So if you have 2-channel amplifier, get or 4-channel amplifier, you can go with the local cables or with the NSW audio kit. never go less than 4 gauge. Okay, 4 gauge is must for any kind of amplifier. It's always a better idea to be on bigger side. Remember the number of gauge. If you have 8 gauge, you have thinner wire. If you have 4 gauge, you have bigger wire. Okay, it's opposite way. So that was everything about the wiring. I hope it will help you out. Stay tuned for more. Live loud.